guys, I hope that y'all are having a beautiful Sunday. Hey, listen, I just wanted to share something with you really quick. I am literally on my way home. I pulled over to just shoot this video because I was in my car just cracking up laughing because something that I thought of. I just had this thought about whenever I was a little girl, and it was my two brothers and my sister, and one of my brothers, we used to always be getting in trouble, right? Always in trouble for doing something, right? And my mom would say to us, we'd get a whipping, a beating, a whipping, a spanking, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever. So we get in trouble for this, whatever we're doing, and we'd always start crying, right? And I'm like, oh, and you're a little kid and you cry and you're making all these ugly faces when you cry. And I remember my mom, and this is just what tickled me fancy in my car while I was driving just now. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have to share this. It's so funny. And my mom would say to us, fix your face. Like, we would literally be crying, and I would be with all the theatrics, of course. I was like all dramatic, and even as a child, and I would be like, like total ugly cry. My mother was not moved. She was not fazed. She literally said, fix your face. That meant shut up, stop it. All the theatrics is not moving me. All it's going to do is get you another spanking. So fix it. Fix your face. Stop the crying. Pull it together. And I thought about, oh my gosh, as adults, we do the same thing, but we do it to God, right? How many of you have, gone into all the theatrics with the Lord? You are grumbling and complaining, or whining and crying, whatever you want to call it, about something. Oh God, don't you see my situation? And you are outright doing the ugly cry to God. I don't know about y'all, but this is a total transparent moment. I know me personally, and I know none of y'all have ever done this. I have literally gone in the mirror and just been like, oh, and then the mascara's coming off, right? Like, you're doing the ugly cry so ugly and so bad because you think your situation or whatever it is that you are complaining to God about, when in reality you think you're praying, because you're like, oh, you're having a breakdown, right? You know how we are as women, having a breakdown in the mirror, and then you look up and your mascara's like smearing off your face. You're wiping, you're like wiping the tears, so now it's like all over here, right? And your nose is all red, and you're just a mess. You're a mess, but you're and you're just crying in the mirror, and it's just ugly, and it's like, oh God, don't you know what I'm going through, Lord? Especially as business women, because y'all know, my fellow business women out there, how frustrating sometimes some things can be, and you just sometimes feel like God forgot you. Like, Lord, don't you know? You're the one who gave me this vision. You're the one who put it in my heart. Where are you, Lord? Don't you remember? And the cry is getting uglier and uglier. Like, literally, right? And I just got so tickled in my car while I was driving, because I thought, I wonder if God's saying the same thing. I believe He is. The same thing that my mom would say to me whenever I was little doing the ugly cry. Fix your face. Fix your face. And the reason that I believe God is saying to us when we get into all of that is because we are operating in unbelief. We think that God's timetable is our timetable. When we don't see things happening in our time, in the span of time that we think the thing should happen, right? You prayed. You asked for God to give you the desires of your heart. He put those things in your heart. He put those desires in your heart. It is His vision for your life. It is His plan. It is His purpose. And He gave you the blueprint, right? You feel all that stuff, but then you start to doubt it. You start to get into unbelief, and then you do the ugly cry because you're feeling sorry for yourself. How many have done that, right? And God's saying, fix your face and remember who you are. Fix your face and remember who you are and what promises I have given to you. It may not be in your time. And a lot of times I believe that we want something prematurely, because if you were ready for it, don't you know God would have already done it, or you would have already seen it, because He's already done it. In the spirit realm, everything is already done. If God called you to it, it's already done. It's just you have to walk it out, right? You have to walk it out, and not with all your murmuring, grumbling and complaining, theatrics of tears and, making yourself, because it's like all the ugly cry, all that's doing is giving you the puffy eyes. That's all it's doing. It's giving you the puffy eyes and the lack of sleep, and and it's not serving you, and it certainly is not moving God. So I'm going to say to you today, if you've ever had those moments, or if you're having one of those moments right now, because I know we all do, I'm going to tell you like my mom told us, and sometimes she still says it to this day, even though we're adults. Fix your face. Fix your face. And remember who you are. Remember who you are and whose you are. And remember His promises to you. And the way to God's heart is not through your tears. Yes, we serve a loving, compassionate, amazing, kind God. But all of the theatrics and the tears are not what is going to move Him. What is going to move Him is your faith. And what is going to move Him is your belief and your obedience, and aligning your will with the will of God, right? Because many are the plans of man. Many are the plans of man. But God is the one who has the final say. Only His plans will prevail in your life, right? If you allow them to, in His timing and not your own. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to stop by today and share with you, because I just got this whole visual in my head about God saying, fix your face, like my mama says, fix your face and remember who you are.